People normally engage, at least when it comes to OpenOffice.org, engage themselves in their free time. When you do marketing in a company, you have fixed contacts, you have hierarchies, you have budgets you can use. People have their work times, you have fixed plans. That's not true in all parts for open source communities or marketing open source communities. We don't have any fixed budgets. We have some ways of getting money like donations, but we don't have annual or quarterly budgets that we can use. Where most of the developers are employed by large companies, especially Sun Microsystems. But when it comes to marketing, user support and all of that, that is mostly done by volunteers in their free time. And as OpenOffice.org as a project is no legal entity, we don't have any budget. Of course, there are some associations in Germany, for example. We have an association called OpenOffice.org Deutschland e.V. that has been founded 4 years ago and is able to collect donations, and that's the way we finance ourselves. And marketing from open source communities mostly also involves marketing not only the product but also the project, to market our community in order to get supporters, to get new volunteers, and see a huge demand also by companies and enterprises, and that we get more and more connections between free projects and enterprises. More and more questions like these. We have a product or we want to get into the market. What can we do? How can we work together? Can we do announcements together and all of that? Of course, we have some internal discussions on certain aspects before we go public, but most of the development in marketing, developing marketing plans and such, is done in public as it is with the development and the product roadmap. Open source projects need to get smarter when it comes to working with companies, but also companies need to get smarter when it comes to working with projects. We've been exhibiting at the large trade shows like Systems and CeBIT for the last 3 years, I guess, with a special concept that means that OpenOffice.org organizes and books a big exhibition area, a booth, and we offer companies the possibility to co-exhibit with us, meaning OpenOffice.org as a project and as an association is there. And we also offer service companies developing macros, doing migrations, giving trainings and so on, the option of exhibiting with us and presenting their solutions.
The ODF via OXML. Did you do any marketing campaigns in that area?
We didn't start to flame because I think that the end user doesn't want to hear again that one company is proposing a standard that we don't consider being good. Projects we often get questions like, what is your market share, or how many downloads do we have? That's not so easy to track because we actually don't sell any licenses. For example, take the downloads. You have 5 computers in your home and you say, I've got broadband internet, I download 5 times OpenOffice.org. So this is one user. Then we have a company with 1,000 computers and they do 1 download. So it's quite hard to track success in marketing open source software.
How do you ensure that the marketing objectives and also the implementation, that they are being understood and supported by everyone within the OpenOffice community, or at least those who play a crucial part in it?
We have a small hierarchy in the project. We have some so-called project leads. These persons are responsible for a certain area like marketing, like distribution, like user support. So they are pretty much informed and they are in contact with other project leads. For example, they need to know with the release team when a new release is planned so they can market it. And usually they prepare that, make some first minds, and then it is being communicated through mailing lists. We do a lot of things through mailing lists, and then anyone can inform him or herself and take part. And of course there is some, let's call it inner circle. There are people, they contribute very often, they are very active, so these people are usually well informed. We have good contacts to the press and we have some contacts we know in person, and we exchange minds and thoughts and we inform them in advance, so there is a very good information flow. On the international market We have a company that supports us by sending out our press releases and doing media analysis on that. They do that as a give back to us because they also use OpenOffice.org and want. But for the concept, for the marketing plans, we all do them on our own.
So actually, journalists, you have direct contacts with them.
Yes, I think that's quite important, especially for open source projects. I think one advantage of marketing open source projects is that you can do kind of honest marketing. You usually don't have anything to hide. You don't need to sell anything, and this means we have a very good contact to journalists. We talk to them honestly. We